go, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, man, let's get to it, man.
All right, let's do it.
Shoot, let's do it. What up, world? Welcome to another episode of RMT. This Real Men Talk. It's your boy, Stan the Man. I got my boy EIG in the building.
Yo, what up? What up?
Yeah, and we coming to y'all today with another great conversation piece. You know what I'm saying? Another great conversation piece. And before we get started, before we get into it, I want to give a shout out, and just give a level. I ain't gonna say, well, to because I haven't heard of any tragedies, but I just want to get a sincere, you know, heartfelt, just man, just reach out to let the people know of Arkansas and tornadoes came through here. A lot of people lost everything. A lot of people lost everything, and I just want to give a shout out to those families, to the not only just the families, but the people that lost everything. The renters, the homeowners. And right now you might can't tell exactly what everything is missing, but it's people lives that's been changed behind this event. Be changed forever. Some things they might have lost, they might not never get them back. So I just want to take time out, shout out to them. And today just be grateful. I know a lot of days that we grateful, but today I'm extremely grateful because just a block away is where it happened, away from my home.
Wow.
That everything is flatline and God spared me and my family, not just the material things, but just having our life is the most important thing. And so
Yeah.
big shout out to, God. And I appreciate you, man. So, man, yeah, man, you got any shout outs today, man, before we get
Hey,
into it?
I always do. I always shout out to the visitors, the viewers,
You're right.
listeners,
Uh-huh.
anybody that's taking time out to support or just give us the time of your day. Shout out to y'all. And man,
Hmm.
I'm gonna just stick with that, man.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
you at, man? Hey, anybody that was affected by this tornado, man, shout out to you. You know, and
Hmm.
it's people that, like you said, lost things, lost everything.
Hmm.
I'm sure there are people probably that maybe didn't have insurance and maybe thought
Man.
they should have, and now
Yep.
they're looking at a situation, and it's not to point at them doing that wrong, but I'm saying, hey, man, shout out to anybody having that was affected,
Yeah.
period,
Yep.
and we got prayers for you, and thank God that you're alive. Because if you listen to this, you're alive though.
Yep.
So
Yep.
shout out to you and shout out to God, man. I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna be like you tonight, Stan.
Oh yeah, man. So man, let's get into it tonight. Look, man, I took a couple of notes and I ran this to EI before we got started, but we want to talk about something that can guide you through life, something can guide you from point A to point B if you traveling in United States or you on the road, and that's that GPS. It's called
Mm,
GPS. And today we're gonna talk about GPS is grounded, poised, and smart. Today we're gonna talk about grounded, poised, and smart
yes, sir.
GPS. And I want to kick it off like this. I want to start with grounded. And on here, grounded, I wrote a note that said it's a physical mental state being confident and sure of oneself.
Mm,
It's a physical and mental state of being confident in oneself.
yeah.
And if if anybody know anything about electrical current, you got a negative and you got a positive feed, right?
Right.
And when you need that negative, feed in order to balance out the positive. Because if you got too much positive, it could either ruin whatever device that you doing. It can either blow up your automobile because that current or that energy that's coming from the positive is too powerful for whatever you using. So
Mm.
you need that negative to ground to balance it out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
need to balance it out. And that goes with positive. That goes with people saying positive stuff about you and people saying negative stuff about you. It's to
Yeah.
balance you out. See,
Yeah.
sometimes we get too much positive. That positive, guess what? It'll blow our head up sometime.
Mm.
Make us think we better than other people.
Right.
But to keep us grounded, it might not even be a negative comment, but it might be a comment that we take that somebody tell us that's giving us real feedback on something that we doing or we not doing, and it keeping us where we need to be.
Mm.
But one thing I know before I get to you, EI, but one thing I know about being grounded is that let me see, let me say this the right way. In order to get to the next level and to be able to operate on the next level, you got to be able to be in a space where you can operate between being positive and negative, and that's where you keeping yourself grounded. And so, man,
Mm.
I want to bring you in on this, man.
Ooh.
you know, on the GPS, man, grounded, poised, and smart. And I just want to give, I just want to give your little take on this, man.
Hey, I'll be glad to, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know, GPS.
Hmm.
And when I look at a GPS, man, or what we know GPS is to be, it's a navigation system. And what it does is it'll let you know where if you're trying to get to a certain destination, it's the tool that helps you get there, right?
Right.
But not only does it help you get there and lets you know where your destination is, it
Mhm.
also lets you know where you are right now.
Mm. Mm.
And that relays over to being grounded, poised, and smart. Because if you're grounded,
Yep.
if you're poised, if you're smart, using wisdom, you can see where you are, even if you're in a negative space.
Mm.
Being grounded helps you see your flaws, helps you see when, man, you know what? Hey, I'm going the wrong direction. You know what I mean? Being grounded lets you know, hey, look, I'm tripping. Oh,
Mhm.
hey, man, I'm overreacting, or man, or I'm jealous, or whatever it is, man. Being grounded helps you see yourself clearly, man. Being
Mhm.
poised, being poised keeps you from, messing up your whole life, messing up somebody else's life, because you're
Mhm.
not just overreacting to emotions that come through. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You ain't just
Yep.
overreacting to impulses that we get, whether it's from somebody doing something to us, somebody saying something to us. If I can stay
Mhm.
poised, I can see clearly enough to know where my next move needs to be. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yep.
Somebody might,
Yep.
somebody, so
Yep.
you might meet a racist. You might meet somebody that's hateful, jealous, and they may say something disrespectful. There are some people,
Mhm.
and some men, women too, who would, if you disrespected their mom, they take your
Mhm.
life.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Oh, you say, what about my mama? Oh,
Mhm.
you disrespecting my mama?
Mhm.
It could just be from words.
Yep.
And now, look, their life is gone because, hey, yeah, that wasn't cool, right? Yeah,
Yep.
nobody wants that. But you don't want to be so ego driven to where you can't just say, hey, well, that man may have said something that disrespected my mom, but I know the truth about my mom. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Or
Yep.
I really know who my friend is, or my brother, who, whatever the case is. Being poised
Mhm.
helps you stay on track. You know what I mean? This is all part of the GPS. Like, hey, I don't have to overreact to anything. Anything. There's nothing to where you just say, hey, it's cool to overreact.
Yep.
I don't know one scenario you can give me to where it said, hey, it's okay if you overreact. I mean, because our responses, yeah, when sometimes we do overact, but
Yep.
hey, the smart thing would be to not, you know, not just be ready to fly off the handle, man. The
Mhm.
smart thing would be to look at that for what it truly is. And you can't see that without being grounded,
Mhm.
without being poised, and
Mhm.
without being smart. And smart just, hey, man, come on, let's make good
Mhm.
choices. If you
Yep.
out here sleeping around with no protection, You know what I
Mm.
mean? And when you have 8, 9 babies with 8, 9 baby mamas, it probably wasn't a smart choice to do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
that could apply to plenty of scenarios. But man, GPS, being
Hmm.
grounded, poised, and smart, we have to find ways to do that and apply it to every part of our life, not just you know, I use a GPS over here, but no, always use those 3 things. So that's my take on
Hmm.
it, man.
Yeah, man. Well, we'll see y'all next week. Now, let me.
My bad, brother.
We'll see y'all next week, man. Hello, man. You need to let me get some of that Folgers,
Hey,
man. You
man.
know what I'm saying? And so, look, I want to piggyback off, something that you said was that, look, in scenarios in our life, sometimes we can have an opportunity. And within that opportunity that we get, it can set us up for the rest of our life, or it can set us back for the rest of our life.
Mm,
And if we don't take that opportunity, and at the certain time, if it's not the right time, and if we didn't use that GPS to get to the right place, let's say we passed the place that we should have got that opportunity at. And on a GPS, when you pass the place, it'll direct you to make a U-turn or get off on the next exit to turn around and go back the way you need to get off on the right exit. So just say that you did pass that opportunity. And then life come back around full circle, because at that time you might have been young, you might
right,
have been wild, you probably weren't grounded, you weren't
man.
poised at the time, you was too hype, you
Right.
know, and you probably was smart, but you couldn't really take that opportunity serious because you wasn't grounded and you was unfocused. And so
Mm,
you passed it up. So now, and it came back full circle. You need to get that opportunity again.
mm,
You grounded, you poised, you
yeah.
smart, you ready to take advantage of that opportunity at that time. But when you get to that opportunity, and you get a chance to operate in some of these rooms that you never been in before. And
Mm,
and that's another thing with everybody that's out there listening, because sometimes we can get intimidated because we don't think we should be in certain rooms. We
mm,
don't think we should be in certain places. And we think that we shouldn't be in certain position because I don't have the education. You
mm,
know, my mom and dad weren't there for me. I was a college dropout. I was a high
mm.
school dropout. I used to be on
Right.
drugs, man. I
Yeah.
got divorced. Then nobody want me. I used to be out here prostitute. I used to
Mm,
be out here gang banging. And so now I done got in this room with these people that had degrees, they got good families, and I get in this place and I feel like I shouldn't be there. And
mm.
that's when your GPS should be kick in.
Oh, yes,
Look
sir.
well, look where I was brung from. Look at the left and the right turn, and the roadblocks that came up,
Mm,
and all the positive stuff and all the negative things that kept me grounded in a
man.
situation that I could have left. I could have lost my life when I was out there selling drugs, but I was poised.
Right.
I was calculated, and that caused me not to lose my life. And
Man.
then I stopped doing that. So I was smart about it. So I quit doing that. But all those things I'm able to apply now. So
Yeah.
now I'm grounded, I'm poised, I'm smart when I get into this room. And
Mm-hmm.
everything that I went through, the advantage that I have is all my experiences. You might have your college degree. You might have that. You might have that good family. You might didn't never drink. You might not never sell drugs. You might never sold your body. But my thing that I have is all my experiences that guided me to the place that I am now. And I'm supposed to be in that room. You're supposed to be in that room. Your GPS got you to this place where you're supposed to be at. So
Wow.
with this opportunity, with you being grounded, with you being poised, and with you being as smart as you are, now it's time to take hold to that opportunity, take hold of your future, take hold to your future, and move forward
Man.
because you deserve
Wow.
it.
Wow, bro.
You deserve it, man.
That's truth right there, man.
Yeah,
Uh, uh,
you deserve it.
that's crazy, man. I love what you were saying, man, about us not believing we need to be in the room. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? That's awesome because there's parts of us in our lives where we really deep down don't believe we deserve that better man, that better woman. We
Yep.
really don't believe and know on the inside that yeah, I should be making a quarter mil a year. We
Yep.
don't believe that I could start my business, man. And
Mm-hmm.
and just how you tied that in with GPS, man, was that was good stuff, man. Using those will let you know where you are and where you need to get to.
Yep.
That GPS will let you know, hey man, come on, pick your head up, man. You can get through this. Hey, pick your head up. Be grateful that you're alive,
Mm-hmm.
man. And we had to take more accountability for us thinking the way that we do, and that's
Yep.
negatively deep down. We'll talk a good game,
Yep.
but you know how it is deep down because we're only operating from where we really feel. And,
Yep.
and if I really believe that I'm not there, you'll see the proof in the pudding.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me talking about starting a business for years and years, or turning my life around this kind of way, or starting this. You'll hear us talking about it. We all
Mm-hmm.
got them people that get around us, man. They get and they talk, and ain't
Yep.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna take time to take up somebody's time and talk their
Mm-hmm.
head off for 20 minutes, do the
Mm-hmm.
work so that they
Yep.
can see, like, oh man, hey, he's for real. You
Yep.
know what I mean? And then not just be somebody, so that way people don't see you and want to run when you come around. You come to the
Ooh.
family events and they want to, hey, turn the music up. We don't want, let's not hear him talk. We already know what he's going to do.
Right.
But that
Mm-hmm.
GPS, man, and truly believing where we are, man, that's good
Yeah.
stuff, man. Hey,
Uh,
that boy Stan cooking over there, man. What's in that bottle, man?
Yeah, man.
What's in that
Look,
bottle over
H2O, man. Look, H2O, man. I wanna say this too. You know, look, when you put wherever you want to go, when you put your destination into the GPS, right?
hmm
It pull up the turn you need to go, how many miles you need to go, the speed limit. Sometimes depending on what functions you got on your GPS, it lets you know all those things.
Right.
And sometimes when we set up, we have a destination, we don't see nothing down the road. Some of us never started a business. Some of us never went to college. Some of our family never graduated from college. Some people that never was on drugs. Some people never had a successful marriage. Some
Mm,
people never was in a gang.
right.
And so when you get on that road, that new road, you don't know which direction to go.
Mm,
I don't know which direction to go. So,
right.
man, you telling me about this GPS, which direction I'm gonna go, which how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna do that. I'm
Mm,
gonna tell you like this: you're not gonna know, but when you start going, the GPS, you're gonna know when you're in the wrong direction because it's gonna indicate you should have made a left there,
mm,
you should have made a right there.
mm-hmm.
Oh, now you can turn around and go back, get off on this next exit, make a left, make another left, get back on the interstate, and get off on Wright Avenue.
Man,
Go back
man.
around, turn back around because you're going to make mistakes in this life. You're going to make mistakes when you start that business. You're going to make mistakes even when you try to stop. When I first started, want to stop drinking, I didn't just stop drinking that first time. Now, could
Right.
I had stopped? Yes. But I ain't fully make up my mind that I want to stop. I
Mm,
said that I want to stop.
right.
You know, I said, hey, man, I want to stop drinking. Like you saying,
Mm-hmm.
EI, I'm talking about it. Hey,
Man.
hey, every time I come around, hey, I'm like this. Yeah, I'm gonna stop drinking, man. Wait, hey, let me hit that box. Look, I'm stop drinking, man. I ain't like,
after
he like,
today,
yeah,
after
I'm gonna
today,
stop.
I'm
Hold
done.
on, hold on. I'm gonna stop drinking, man. Yeah. Man, where you get this from?
Man,
you know,
man.
because we sit up there and we like to talk about it, but till we get it in our mind, in our heart, that's truly what we want to do.
Right.
That's when the road is gonna open up. it's gonna be people in your path when you start truly in your heart want to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
It's people gonna open up in your path because they see that you grounded. Okay, he grounded. I see where he going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that boy focus. He paused. He and all this stuff coming up. He's still on the road.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
man, look at him. That boy taking notes and getting his stuff together. He's smart. So
Mm.
hey, you come here. I see what you doing. Come here. Make this right here and do this right here. So you can get on down the road a little bit further.
Right.
You
Right.
know? So you get on go on down a little bit further now.
Mm.
Because you got it in your heart and in your mind. And when you got it in your heart and your mind, and God really see that you sincere about what you saying or what you're trying to do, he gonna start to bless you. But I'm gonna say this: he gonna bless you with the things you need to do, but it's not gonna be easy.
Man.
Oh, it ain't gonna be easy. He gonna
Mm-mm.
give you the different little pieces, and he gonna really see if you want to do it. Like, man, oh man, look, me when we got together, started doing this podcast, I had pieces. Me
Mm-hmm.
and I had ideas. We talked, but we started putting those pieces together. Was it hard at first? Yeah. It was hard trying to figure out the 1-2 punch and this and that. And we going to I got the value too loud. I'm spelling words wrong. I'm posting this wrong. I'm just all over the place. But it started lining up, you know what I'm saying? Because I was grounded.
Yes,
But
sir.
I was poised because you know what? I get on here, he's spitting fire, man. I'm like, man, I ain't read. I'm not sharp getting on here. I'm talking over his words. Let me get poised
Mm-hmm.
and get precise on this.
Mm.
Not only get poised and get precise, let me be smart about what I come on here and talk about.
There it is.
Now we can move and help other people because we got a GPS and a roadmap on the destination we have got to. So now I can light the path and help somebody else. And that's what we're
Mm.
here for y'all for, you know?
Man. Man. Talk,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Talk.
So,
Talk
man,
that.
listen, man, I'm finna take the top off, let these windows down in here because then it got hot in here, man. And we finna go around here to EI's quarter, man. I will go ahead and press it over here to EI.
Hey, man, now that y'all got the top back, you know what I mean? Y'all come holler at me real quick. Real quick. So again, thank y'all for tuning in to the corner. It's just where we talk a little bit about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's something. But just vibe with us. I wouldn't be doing this any justice if I didn't start it right though. Okay? Now look, if you want to be able to spot where the enemy is working,
Oh
look
boy.
at stand the man in his face when I talk about the black and the yellow.
Oh
Hey,
man.
Skillet
Here we
Nation,
go,
where y'all
man.
at, man? Where y'all at? Hey,
Oh man.
holla at your boy. All right.
Mm.
I got that out the way, man.
Here
Got it out
we
the
go, man.
way. Hey, real quick, y'all. Man, I saw something, Stan. I read, this article about how Elon Musk
Uh-huh.
said, hey, let me blow the whistle and tell y'all, hey, this AI stuff, this artificial intelligence stuff,
Mm-hmm.
we need to take a pause on it because this thing is going to get big and can be dangerous to us.
Yep.
And they showing, man, they had this thing, I guess a software called Chat GBT.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Could tell it could write essays. I mean, now going to school, getting your degree. Hey, I'm not trying, hey, that's, man. Somebody get a hold of that, man. All your essays are good.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But that's not what I'm here to talk about. That's just on some fun. But man, that is crazy to sit and think what that thing is able to do. And with time, it just gets smarter and smarter. So, question to you, man, do you think that this AI stuff is gonna be dangerous? That it's like, a bad thing? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you, what's your take on the whole artificial intelligence deal, man?
I think just like anything, man, that you use too much, it can be bad for you. Because we get to the point like even using cell phones that you don't even know people numbers by heart. because you can just speak, hey Siri, call so and so, and they call the number for you, and so I think in order, do I use AI? Yeah, I use AI, but I use it to sharpen my skills as well. You
Right.
know, yeah, I might have it to write this for me or to do this for me, but at the same time, I'm paying attention to how they doing things so I can learn how to place it there myself. Because one thing about technology that I'm learning, it can shut down at any time. It can shut down and it won't be working. And then if you totally depending on that to do the work for you, you're gonna be messed up.
Yeah.
But I take it, I use it, I look at different things and I learn from it to tighten up myself, you know.
Yeah.
And so, but I think anytime you overuse anything and you're not using the best computer that was ever
Oh,
made,
talk to him, Stan.
this processing right here
Come
is
on.
better than any processor chip you can ever man made at all. But this right here is the master computer right here.
Come on
So
now.
I make sure I'm download, upload, delete,
Hey.
you know what I'm saying, and updating on the daily. You dig?
Yes, sir. Hey, I couldn't have said that no better, man. You ain't a Steelers fan, but you said that.
Oh
Hey,
man.
you said that well, bro. But nah, man, real talk, like yes, I like that. Too much of anything.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, I'll be thinking about it, but it's like, man, what if these things really smart enough, got enough data, they growing where they ready to overthrow whatever these governors are that's set in them. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you got a shutdown when we can stop and whatever, but hey, man, we don't know. It could be, it might not be, but that's just something y'all think about, man. So moving on real quick, man. We're gonna get on out the way, man. But I just want to say this to any of the people that's dating or you want to think about getting a date. Hey, real quick.
Go ahead.
Take the time. I know, hey, you go out, you want to look your best, right? Those first date impressions is good, right, Stan?
Right.
Hey, I'm gonna be A1, and that's cool. Hey, look good, smell good, do all that. But on these first moments, this honeymoon phase, be you. Hey, don't try to do something because you might, don't sacrifice any bit of yourself just so they might like you, right?
Yep.
If you like certain movies and you think a certain way, don't try to like cut that off because you're like, man, I want to get with him. Or he might think I'm this. Because if y'all do link up, it's only a matter of time before how you look ain't what's holding the relationship together. How good your sex is ain't what's holding the relationship together. So you got to run off something deeper. And so if you be you, you can find out the data out the gate. You can know, whoa, no, we don't mix. It's probably not wise.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's all the dating people, man.
Preaching that.
Hey. That's just to the people that's dating, man. Hey, hey, I've learned. We all can learn. Let's grow. And, man, y'all just fool with your boy next time, man. Hey, y'all put your top back up because a storm coming, man. So we're going to send it back over to Stan, man.
Oh, yeah, man. I have nothing else, but I just want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight with us, man. Appreciate y'all for listening, and catch us on our streaming services, man. YouTube, Anchor, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, Facebook, Instagram, Real Men Talk Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Hit us up, man. Hit the like button, hit the share button, drop us a comment. And if there's anything that you want to hear us talk about on here, hit me in the DM and let me know. All right? So, with that being said, man, we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.